To every school official who ever downplayed creativity. Like many of my peers, I sometimes question the role schooling has had on me. Much of our experiences with formal education have convinced us we should only speak of that which is true. Moreover, as children, we were persuaded that adult life has no room for anything other than family and a career related to your college degree. There is little space for creativity when life is meant to be strict and regimented. The biggest thing I've taken away from the past 4 years of my academic life is uncertainty. Because none of my classes have helped me become a better person. These are classes that emphasize how much information I can memorize before filling in these bubbles. Classes where the only number that matters, other than your GPA, is 158 or 288. Where a topic can span the entirety of 10 weeks, yet a single letter can summarize your capacity to learn it. Don't tell me there's nothing wrong with this. The schools many of us have attended comprehensively frown upon and reduce our creativity. We have spent years in these institutions. Weary of waiting, our imaginations have run away from us, and we are discouraged from chasing after them. I don't need to be in a math class to understand that I might become a statistic. One of the many who ceases creative thought upon graduation. With my creativity cornered, I'll be someone so rigid and unable to think outside the box, the only label I'll fit is cookie cutter. I am not the only one who fears this. And there are people who won't let this happen. I can't speak on behalf of my whole generation, but I know individuals who never allowed their imaginations to escape. People who, despite criticism and the pressure to fit in, stared at formal education and continued to breed art. We recognize that to be educated is important, but we also know there is so much knowledge to gain outside of a classroom. I've learned more about myself in an hour each Monday than in 16 units each quarter. I know people who sit down with pen and paper by their own free will, and they don't just write, they learn. How to exist in a world that tells them art means nothing. How to hold on to creativity when others hold textbooks as a higher priority. How to analyze themselves and be critical of their surroundings. To every school official who has ever downplayed creativity. As a representative of a system so enamored by facts and truth, if you look deep into your beliefs, you'll see they're full of lies. We are not stupid. We know now that being educated doesn't equate to having learned anything. You are not teaching students, you are programming robots, and I am lucky to be in a group that has disowned your circuitry. What you try to strip from us has helped us grow. Although we are far from perfect, we are masterpieces in the making, works in progress, still rough around the edges. Some of our lines colored outside of when we tried becoming things we weren't. Eraser marks wherever we wanted to forget our past. Notes scribbled and huddled in the margins of our souls wherever we thought it was time for a change. We dare to dream and use our imaginations in a world where being different somehow makes us less valuable, as if uniqueness depreciates our existence. Despite that, we challenge you and your school system to watch as these works in progress work and progress to become more than whatever cookie-cutter path was laid down for us to follow. We foster critical thinking, we reproduce creativity, we breed art. So to every school official who has ever downplayed creativity, thinking you are acting as our inspirations, you urged us to make something of ourselves, and contrary to what you believe, we are making something of ourselves. We're becoming the role models you never were.